Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of That Away Day Spirit. So today's episode comes from Scone. So here I am on the edge of Scone, just at Scone Palace. I was going to walk all the way up to the actual gate where you pay, but they're about to close the gate in about 10 minutes, so I thought I'd just do a bit of filming here. Yeah, so this is on the back road between Perth and Scone. It's about a half-hour walk from the Scone Thistle ground, or a 5-minute drive. So entrance into the palace is actually £19.50. So it's quite pricey. It was built in the early 1800s, and it's now a residence of the Murray family. Just to get into the grounds, turn the camera around here. So just to get into the grounds, it's actually £10.50, and in the grounds you see the remains of Scone Abbey and a replica of the Stone of Destiny at the front of it. You have to pay £10.50 just to get into the grounds. The grounds are actually really good. I've actually been before. Got some really good walking around the grounds. But £10.50 just to get into the grounds, eh? But I mean, if it's something you want to do before a Scone Thistle game, highly recommended, It's a back road here between Scone and Perth. Whoosh. Yeah, so Stone of Destiny, that's where the Kings of Scotland were crowned up until when the crowns of England and Scotland merged in 1603. So in the grounds here you can see where that actually took place. There's a replica of the Stone of Destiny there. Or alternatively, you could just go to the Arlington Bar in Glasgow and see the Stone of Destiny there. Anyway, it's a half-hour walk from here up to the Scone Thistle ground, up the back road here. So yeah, get on with that. But yeah, Scone Palace, just next to Perth race course. Great walking. One thing I've got to say, the palace itself, yeah, it's alright. It's got a writing desk with Marie Antoinette in it. So if you're into that kind of thing, bit of culture in that, rather than just going to the pubs. Yeah, Scone Palace. So here we are. The 30-minute walk to Scone Palace up to the centre of Scone takes you through this lovely woodland area. It's called Quarry Mill. I've never actually walked through it before, but aye, it's nice, isn't it? But yeah, it's raining. I think it's going to start thunder and lightning in a wee bit, so one of these trees could crash down on me, but you know what I mean, if I die, there's worse places you can die, Lovely, eh? So you can go up to Scone Palace, have a look at Marie Antoinette's writing desk, or if you want to be cheap, you can just go to the Scone Abbey and see a replica of the Stone of Destiny, and have a nice walk through here up into the centre of Scone. Just finished that lovely woodside walk that takes us through the back road just by the entrance to Scone Palace up to the main road between Perth and Scone, which you can see up there just in front of us. Cemetery across the road there, and it takes us out by one of the pubs in Scone called the Scone Arms. Been in the Scone Arms once before. I always thought it was kind of like more a kind of pub for older people. I went in on a Saturday night once, and I felt more like a kind of place for younger people actually. So after Scone Arms, we just walk up the main street and then turn left into Scone Park, which is just next to where the ground is. Look at that, that's lovely, eh? That's a great wee walk, that. Oh yeah, the game we're going to today. Yeah, Scone Thistle against Arbroath Victoria. Scottish Midlands, First Division. 6:30 kick-off on a Wednesday night. Could be postponed. Most Scone games are postponed. Winter football season and all that. Yeah, it should be a good one. To get up here, if you're coming up here for the centre of Perth, you can get the number 7 or the 57. Only takes 10 minutes. So it's really close to Perth. Scone Palace doesn't have as many buses, but if you're going from Scone Palace up to here, 5 minutes in the car or 30-minute walk through that lovely woodland area there. There we have it, Scone Arms. Great wee pub. We're about a 5-10 minute walk through the ground on the main street through Scone. We've got a Tesco there. Decent wee chippy there. Traffic is really busy. So further down from the Tesco there's a co-op. In the Tesco, 4-pack of beer is about anywhere between £5 and £6. Meal deals £3.90. Yeah, not too far from the ground. There's a Premier shop as well. Yeah, so I mean plenty of shops. So we can get across the road here. Camera's a bit wonky, I'm just focusing on the traffic. Yeah, so this is it. Main street here in Scone. We pub up here, Brown and Black's. The second pub I'm aware of in Scone. It's a wine bar in Scone as well, actually. Don't know who's going to go for don't know who's going to go to the wine bar before a Scone Athletic game, a Scone Thistle game, sorry. You never know. That pub there, yeah, Brown and Black's, that's alright. It's got a lot of St Johnson stuff up in it. One of only 2 pubs in Perth I'm aware of it does that kind of thing. There are pubs, the Cherry Bank, kind of, as you get closer towards kind of Broxden parking right. But yeah, that's the main street. And now we're just going to turn left up here and walk down into the park. So all those shops in the main street, as close as they are to the ground, are not actually the closest shops to the ground. It's a Spar right here. It's a bit more expensive though, mind you. And you have a lovely big park here. If you look at that old school over there, one of these old, I'll show it when we get a bit closer to it. One of these old kind of, I don't know what the words I should be using, really brilliantly built schools, an absolute beautiful building. That's where the ground is, the ground's right next to there. But what I like about Scone is how you have a shop right by a park. It's not something you see often. It's quite rare you see that. Quite convenient. But yeah, back in the day when Scotland was the educational capital of Europe, we had all these amazing buildings that the schools were in. A lot of them are kind of run down now, or have turned into kind of flats, you know. And certainly look a lot better than the pieces of shit you get nowadays for schools, these kind of new modern schools that you get built that all look exactly the same. But yeah, you've got to get to Scone, like amazing lovely big park, fantastic woodland walk for Scone Palace into the centre of the town. Loads of shops, fantastic buildings. Yeah, so let's now that we're so close to the ground, let's get into that ground, see what it's like, and jump into that away day spirit. Yeah, a lot of people parking on the street here. I think they're going to the game. There's the school in Scone. I don't know if it's a primary or a secondary. the ground over there. Don't think they have a large crowd here in Scone. So if you live in Scone, get on down here and actually back your local team, you know. Because I've seen a few other YouTubers do videos in Scone. And yeah, just felt like there was, in comparison to other teams like Lunky and Janefield Smiths and that, around the local area, even Blair Gowrie, it just felt like I had a smaller kind of crowd base, fan base. But I mean, it's such a lovely town, Scone, you know. A lot of people live in it. It'd be good if people, you know, can come along and actually support their local team, you know. That's us in the ground. It's just before kick-off. I'll have a good look around it in a wee bit. So came in there, everyone's really friendly. £6 entry, £1 for the raffle ticket. I've actually had a walk around here once before around this ground, but I've never actually seen a game on it. Yeah, Scone Thistle against Arbroath Victoria. Some hills up there in the background, zoom in a wee bit. Not a bad view Walk around here. The dugouts there. Hi there. The school in the background. Well, changing ends. We'll have a bit more wander around the ground in a wee bit. And yeah, let's hope that the football was as good as the town. There we are, half an hour in, it's 1-0 to Scone. Game's been alright so far. Quite a few harsh tackles. So I came round to the other side. If we have a look at these trees up there in the distance, that's woodland we were walking through before the game. The pitch looks alright. I mean, I thought it would be worse being this time of year. Actually, I say it's time of year. March and April, weather can go either way. It's actually been really, really rainy. So I was expecting the pitch to be really, really bad, but it's actually alright. But getting here, they've actually built a new bridge just by Scone going over the River Tay, which links Scone and surrounding areas to the A9 motorway coming down from Inverness. If you are coming down from Inverness direction, it's actually easier to get here now. It means you don't have to drive around Perth, which helps with like traffic congestion in Perth, you know. I suppose if you're coming down for Arbroath though, you'd be coming down like through Dundee, and then you come off at by Friarton Bridge, and then drive up through Perth up for that way. But the roads around here are genuinely alright. So I mean, shouldn't have too much hassle getting here, you know. It's actually a penalty. Penalty to Arbroath. So Arbroath Victoria are the team in the black. So this will make it 1 each if he scores. How's he look? Does he look confident? Does he look under pressure? I think he looks alright. He looks like the type of person that's going to score. Yeah! was. Right. Yep, so that's one each, just over half an hour played. Game's gone alright so far. The tune's really, really good. Let's hope the half-time pies are alright and all, eh? Second half just starting. One each. Just had a pie there. It's from DJ Lindsay's, which is in the middle of Perth, on North Methven Street. The Scotch pie, £2.50. It was absolutely fine. There's actually a wee kind of hut to sit and kind of eat your pies and your bovrils and that. Obviously don't eat your bovril, drink your bovril. It's a game over there, just started, one each. But yeah, a little hut there. That's the changing rooms and the toilets. Actually no, that's the changing rooms for the players, and the toilets are just round here. Used the toilets earlier. Obviously, I mean, it's a toilet. I'm not going to actually walk right into them and film. It's a toilet. There's that school again. But aye. That's my half-time experience. It was alright, pretty decent. First half experience, pretty decent. Let's hope my second half experience here at Farquharson Park will be decent and all. That's us halfway through the second half. Still one each. I think they were expecting me to run for that ball there, but it wasn't going to happen. Second half's been alright, but the first half I'd say was better. I was just thinking, this is probably the darkest I've ever actually watched a football match I've had to pay for. Just because, what do we reckon? Right. So as I was saying, I mean, because there's been so many games postponed in throughout the winter, such a backlog. So I try to fit in as many as they can. And one way they do that in the lower leagues is to kick off games at 6:30 PM on tonight's a Wednesday, but like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And it's just to get as much of the daylight in as they can, because there's no floodlights here, eh? And I mean, like, it's light enough, but at the same time, it is probably the darkest I've ever actually watched a game that I've had to pay for. Game's hotting up a bit now. Oh! Dearie me. It's junior football, it's always a yellow, eh? I'm sure he's alright. I was thinking about the ground as well. It's quite a lot of residential housing. Ground here, a lot of residential housing round the back of the goalway. A lot of residential housing round here as well. It's all very nice though. Very kind of. It's not exactly a council estate, innit? So just walk around the back of the goal here. Right around to the back of the goal. There's a goal at Scone Thistle are attacking. So I don't know, probably hang about here between now and the end of the game. Oh, another penalty shout. What do you reckon? Yeah, I'll probably just hover about here and see if I can catch a Scone goal between now and the end of the game. Got about 8 minutes left, one each. That guy over there shouting justice. 2-1 Scone. So I'll be a couple of minutes left. But that was a great goal. That was a great goal at the end. got to only be about a couple of minutes left now. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 2-1 win for Scone. Fair play to them. And that's that. All finished. 2-1 to Scone. These teams actually played each other last Saturday in Arbroath, and Arbroath Victoria won 2-1. So it's a reverse result today. Yeah, so that's full time. So what to do now? Probably go and go into that park across the road, film a wee bit more of it, just to show how nice it actually is. Start by introducing yourself. You're the club chaplain.
That's right. Ian Cuthbertson, club chaplain.
Yeah.
This is season 3 for me.
Right, okay, so my name's John. The channel's called That Away Day Spirit.
Okay.
So tell me all about Scone. So effectively how this channel is run, it's not just about the football as such, it's about what you can do before and after the game.
Sure.
In regards to kind of pubs, culture, parks, all that kind of thing. So just tell me about what it's like living in Scone.
Scone's great. It's far enough outside Perth so that it feels it's got its own community.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of pubs, supermarkets, post office.
Yeah.
It's a really brilliant place to live.
Yeah, I went to Scone Palace just before the game.
Yeah.
And I went for a walk through the woodlands.
Right.
What were they called? I can't remember what they were called. I said it at the start of the video. That links the back road with the main road.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely great, you know.
Yeah. No, Scone Palace is a lovely place.
Aye, absolutely. And it's really handy you've got the park just there as well, you know.
It is fantastic.
Yeah. And what about Scone Thistle? Tell me about like the club. Is there a lot of volunteers? What's the runnings of the club like?
I think the club's absolutely amazing. You've got all these guys, and then we've got Angela, who's our physio.
Yeah.
And they're all volunteers.
Yeah.
They all have 1,000 jobs to do to put 11 people on the pitch at one time.
Yeah.
Which is truly fantastic, you know. And it's the same with all clubs in our league. All the volunteers, you know, every week putting 11 players on the pitch. And it's absolutely fantastic.
And I was saying to my viewers as well about it's a really nice place to watch football with the lovely school in the background there. And then you've got the hills up that way as well. Right. And the forest, the trees from the forest round there.
And there's a lot of space around the ground as well.
Yeah.
So and it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Absolutely love it, yeah.
And what about the future? What's the future look like for Scone Thistle? Are you going to be around for much longer? Are you excited for the future?
I think so. The guys are maturing now. When the first season I came, they were generally quite young, but they've been maturing over the last couple of years. So I think next season should be really good. Really good.
Yeah, no, that's great, and I really enjoyed my time here today. So just want to say thanks very much for having me, and thanks very much for coming on to the video.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We'll see you on.
So that's another ground done. So, after the game, maybe not ideal for when it's dark, but when it's light, this will be lovely. So right outside the ground, just across the road there, there's a nice pond. How great's that look, eh? And there's a seat over here. You can sit down and enjoy it. This is the same park as Scone Park. It's got the shop on the other side of it. Look at that. So you can go to the shop, you can get your food and your drink and that. And you can even feed the ducks if you wanted to. Right, let's take a wee seat, drop my bag. Oh, it's a long day, these YouTube videos, eh? There we are. So there we are. I would feed the ducks, but it's Scone at 8:30 and the sun's coming down. They're probably all asleep, eh? Yeah, my bus stop's just over there. There's ducks, you can hear them quacking away. You can see the spar there on the other side of the park, just to show you how convenient it all is. Yeah, so I'm going to get my stagecoach bus home, get a heat in me. If you know, you know. But yeah, great time at Scone Thistle. Really enjoyed it. Everyone's really friendly. Beautiful place to watch football. Great town. Lots to do. But yeah, I mean, this big park right next to the Scone Thistle ground. Yeah, I mean, Scone Thistle. that is a club that will really, really, really benefit from summer football. But yeah, we won't get into that. Nah, we won't get into that. Yeah, we won't get into that. Okay, right. So the outro. So the game, it was filmed on the 15th of April. Um, so just one little thing in the video. When I was walking away from the Scone Palace grounds, I was walking up the back road. You actually walk very slightly down the back road to walk through the Quarry Mill Woods, towards the centre of Scone. Right, buses. So buses from the centre of Perth to the centre of Scone are brilliant. You've got like the number 7 and the number 57, which run really frequently in the daytime, not so much at night time, but in the daytime they're very frequent. If you want to get a bus from Perth to Scone Palace, they're very infrequent. It's either the number 3 or the number 58, but they're really infrequent. Like every 2 hours the number 3 is. Might go down every hour, where the 58, I'm not too sure. But yeah, the 3 or the 58, but they are infrequent. And as far as I'm aware, there's no bus that goes from Scone Palace into the middle of Scone, as far as I'm aware. But that is something that would make sense. But yeah, buses around this way don't really kind of go hand in hand with sense. Yeah, the wine bar I was talking about in Scone. I've heard a lot about it from like pals that are into that kind of thing. It's called La Siciliana, and it's just down from the chippy that I was filming on the main street in Scone. Yeah, so I mean, you got your pubs, you got the Scone Arms, Brown and Blacks, which are great, and you got La Siciliana as a wine bar as well. And then all your shops, Premier, the Premier Newsagent, Co-op, Tesco, the Spar by the Park, etc., etc. Yeah, in the ground I missed a goal. I was like actually walking like from one part of the ground to the other, just to speak to some people. And I seen the attack and I thought I'll start filming this. And then as soon as I started the camera, the ball went into the back of the net. Yeah, so sorry about that, mate. Nice goal anyway. Fair play to you. Yeah, so Scone Thistle, just a bit of information about the club. So they're known as the Jags or the Jaggy Nettles. They were founded in 1882. So one thing I never actually mentioned in the video, and I'm surprised I actually like forgot about it when I was there. But like the George Best story in 1982 is a cracker of a story. He actually played for both clubs. He played for Scone Thistle and for Arbroath Victoria, as like a kind of like a showman appearance sort of thing, which he was doing in 1982 in order to pay off like debts and that. He played for Arbroath Victoria in their centenary year against Arbroath. Played the whole match for them, and he actually played in a like a Perthshire sort of charity event in Burrelton, which is just north of Scone, for Scone Thistle against Scone Amateurs in a charity kind of bounce game. Played 20 minutes for them. But I just think it's a crazy story, eh? Of course, this all happened like around about the time when George Best was playing for Hibs. Yeah, it's just an absolute mad story. He never actually played in that ground I was at in the video there. Yeah, just mad to think he played for like both clubs. Yeah, so Scone Thistle, they actually have loads of youth teams as well. They have from 6-year-old upwards, they have lots of youth teams, 17 in all. So they're doing great things, you know. Yeah, the crowd, like, not that I want to kind of sound, I mean, negative or anything, but in comparison to like other teams around Perthshire, it is quite low, the crowds. But the thing is, Scone is like a fair sized town. It's not like it's like a tiny town or anything. So I mean, come on, people in Scone, like get along there and actually support them. Get behind your team, you know, because like what they do is just amazing. The amount of volunteers involved in it and all that kind of thing. Have a bit of pride in being from Scone, you know. So tomorrow Scone are playing Blair Gowrie. So Scone Thistle are kind of down at the bottom. It's the Midlands First Division, so they won't want to finish bottom in that.
Blair Gowrie are going for the league. So that'll be a really good game tomorrow. I mean, I would be expecting to see at least 100 people there. And we really got to kind of, be proud to be from Scone, get out there, support them and back them, Yeah, so yeah. As for me, thanks very much everyone for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it, got something out of it. Look forward to making the next video. If you can like, subscribe, comment, all that type of thing, that would be most appreciated. Yeah, that'll help me more than you know. And yeah, look forward to filming the next video. Thanks very much.